Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So last week Rockstar Games did introduce the brand new Doomsday Heist DLC into the game, and I think it's safe to say this is one of the biggest DLCs ever to be released into the game. Not only did they include a ton of brand new properties, clothing, weapons and vehicles, but there's also been a bunch of tips, tricks, secrets and features added to the game that I think you guys should all know about that could help you guys out in the future. Of course, this is episode 2 of this series. I did do an episode yesterday, but with there being so much content in this DLC, I guarantee there's going to be a ton of stuff that you guys don't know about this update that you really should know. So as always, if you guys do learn anything new, do be sure to drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so as I'm sure you guys are aware, with this brand new update, there has been a ton of brand new weapon upgrades added into the game, similar to the gun running update. Now with these weapon upgrades, just like the gun running updates, it does allow you to choose whatever ammo type you apply to each upgrade. Now there is tons of different combinations that you guys can try out and go for. However, there is one combination that all of you guys should definitely be using, especially if you play in free roam online a lot and you do get into gun battles. This is hands down by far the most OP gun now in the game, and that is by putting the explosive round ammo on the pump shotgun, and you can do so by making your way into the weapon workshop either in your Avenger or your MOC. However, as you guys can see, this thing is extremely overpowered. It will blow up every single vehicle at close range, exactly like a grenade launcher or an RPG would, and not only at really close range, as you guys can see here, from mid-range it will also blow up vehicles directly on impact. You will also be able to kill all players directly with one direct shot. Even if they've got full armor and full body health, there is no way they're sponging a bullet from this thing. I can definitely see Rockstar Games nerfing this in the future. So if you guys are going to upgrade any of your weapons with this new DLC, definitely upgrade the pump shotgun, as it is by far the best gun in this new update. And like I said, definitely have some fun with it before Rockstar Games end up probably nerfing it because it's so overpowered. However, moving into the next feature added with this new DLC, and this is the ability now to save up to 20 custom outfits. I have covered tons of clothing glitches on my channel over the last few years, and there's been one comment that I've seen a ton of you guys in the community asking for, and that is more slots to save our outfits. And it looks like Rockstar Games have finally listened to us, and we can now save up to 20 custom outfits. Do be sure to leave a comment down below if you guys would like to see me cover more clothing glitches on my channel. Now moving into the third feature about this new DLC, and this is based around the brand new Fister Comet Safari. Of course, this is available under Legendary Motorsport, so as you guys can see, you can bring it around to LSC, and it does come with a ton of awesome customizations. However, because you guys can buy this car on Legendary Motorsport and not the war stock, a lot of people may not know that you can also bring this car into your MOC or your Avenger and apply weapons to it. Now it does only come with one weapon upgrade as of right now, but Rockstar Games could release more upgrades in the future that we unlock via our bunker. But the one weapon that we can apply to the car is this machine gun right at the front. Now initially I didn't think this was that great, however after actually using this thing for a little while, I'm not gonna lie, this machine gun is pretty OP, because if you drive directly behind any car in the game, it's perfectly lined up with the driver's seat, so you guys can practically get a ton of instant kills by getting headshots or just spraying down cars. As you guys can see, it's perfectly lined up with the driver's seat of any other car. I was literally able to take out all 3 of the drivers within 10 seconds or so this car is a lot better than a lot of people originally may have thought. However, the next feature in this new DLC is to do with the Akula helicopter, and it does actually come with a pretty awesome feature called stealth mode. By pressing left or right in the D-pad, depending on what your controls are, you can enter stealth mode, which will basically take you guys off the radar for every other player in free roam. This is an extremely useful feature to have, especially if you're getting hounded down by a ton of players in jets or just random guys trying to take you out. You can literally flick a switch and disappear out of there. And of course, usually we do have to pay for this feature in the game by either calling Lester or go and ghost organization with the CEO, but both of those methods are time limited and will cost you guys money, whereas this method is completely free. Now it is worth noting the stealth mode will only work on other online players. It won't work on like the police or the military base, so I don't think that you guys can simply put stealth mode on, go into the military base and get a Hydra for free every time. That is not going to be the case. You'll still get a wanted level. Now as I'm sure you guys are aware, we do have new properties with this DLC also that do come with a garage. Now not only can you guys store the new vehicle vehicles in here, but you can also store vehicles from other garages like the Akuma or the Oppressor. Now, despite these facilities being humongous, you can only store up to 7 personal vehicles. However, do bear in mind that 3 of the new weaponized vehicles, the Kanjali tank, the Chernobyl and the RCV, do come with their designated parking spaces. So of course, with the 3 weaponized vehicles and 7 personal vehicles, we do have the potential of storing up to 10 vehicles in our facility. However, you guys can actually go ahead and store up to 11 vehicles in your facility. As you guys are also aware, I mentioned in a previous episode, you can store cars in the back of your Avenger. So if you guys do go ahead and store a car in your Avenger, it will open up a personal vehicle space. So you could technically store up to 11 vehicles in your facility, including your Avenger. And another very useful tip worth knowing, if you guys do go ahead and request your Avenger whilst your personal vehicle is in the back, it will deliver your Avenger with your personal vehicle in the back already in it. And I'm pretty sure this goes without saying, but you guys can fly around the map with your personal vehicle in the back of the Avenger in case you guys did want to transport vehicles or anything along those lines. If you guys end up crashing your Avenger, end up destroying it, there is no insurance cost. You guys will not have to call Morris Mutual like you usually do. In fact, they'll just be automatically replaced into your facility within seconds, which is a very big benefit, because in a lot of cases you guys might just be better off parachuting out the Avenger, so you could end up saving a ton of money. Now, some of you guys may be thinking, what if you've got a personal vehicle in the back of your Avenger? Will that also be destroyed? And the simple answer to that is no. In fact, it will actually just respawn your personal vehicle at the side of the road when your Avenger is replaced in your facility. Now, moving on to the next feature, and this one is a pretty well-known thing. Be surprised if you guys don't know about this already, but I've not covered it on my channel. If you guys do go up to your assistant in your facility, you can get free snacks as well as request your Pegasus vehicle, just like you can from your offices. However, this next feature is to do with GTA 5 but doesn't take place on the game. It's actually a quick trick that will allow you guys to receive 10% discount off all of the in-game websites like Legendary Motorsport or Elitist Travel, and all you guys have to do is go to lifeinvader.com and simply stalk, or in other words, follow the page as you guys can see on screen. And upon doing so, next time you guys do log into GTA 5 online, you will receive 10% off your next purchase. And of course, if you guys do use this 10% on each different website, with these vehicles being so expensive nowadays, 10% can end up saving you guys tens of thousands of dollars. So it's definitely worth doing. Now, some of you guys may be a bit strapped for cash in the game and you can't quite afford an Avenger and some of these special vehicles. However, you can afford one or the other. So it is worth knowing, if you guys would like to purchase the car you can see on screen, the Deluxo, aka the flying car from Back to the Future, you will be able to go ahead and customize it as normal in LS Customs. However, the only option you guys won't have is the ability to add weapons. But as for all of the other customization features like adding bodywork or upgrading the armor, the speed, or changing the color, all of that will be available for you guys as normal besides adding weapons. However, this next trick or feature to do with the Deluxo is a pretty cool thing to know, and it's definitely one that you guys should use to freak out your friends. So if you guys are hovering along as normal at considerably high distance like I am now on screen, if you guys actually end up jumping at your car whilst your car is hovering along, when you guys respawn and you look at your vehicle, you will notice that it will still be hovering along as normal. And of course, to other players in your session, all they will see is just a random car flying around the map. They won't have no idea that it's your personal vehicle. And of course, with Christmas coming up, this is a perfect trick to troll some of your friends. If you get it up really high where they can barely make out what the vehicle is, you can tell them you discovered the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Easter egg. I guarantee they'll have no idea why there's a random car flying around. Now, it is worth mentioning, if you are flying around at a lower distance and you jump out, it will just transform back into a normal car and land on the ground. However, coming in for the final feature in this video, and this is an awesome feature to do with the Deluxo, and that is that this car can actually hover across water. Not only that, it's actually impossible to sink this car. You guys can go ahead and try it out later tonight if you do own this. You can try and nose dip it directly into the ocean, the pond, and it will never be able to sink. As you guys can see on screen, I decrease it as quick as I can, nose diving directly into the water, and nothing happens. It's practically impossible for this thing to sink. So definitely keep that in mind in case you guys are getting chased down by some players. Make a quick exit into the ocean. I guarantee you'll lose them in no time. Nonetheless, that is going to do it for me, guys. 10 plus tips, tricks and features to do with the new Doomsday Heist DLC. If you guys do know any more features or tricks that you guys would like to see me cover on my channel, leave a comment down below and I may do another episode like this tomorrow. And if you guys are still watching to this point, leave a comment down below saying Avon Musk, just so I know that you guys made it this far in the video. Nonetheless, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching and I'll see you in my next video.